The Atlanta Falcons have kind of fallen off recently after Matt Ryan left the team and Julio Jones. They made it to the Super Bowl in 2016, and obviously you know how that went. Signed Kirk Cousins. Look at that cap hit, 43 M's at 37 years old. Crazy. Today we're gonna rebuild the Falcons. Let's see how we do. On the free agency we go. First off, we traded Jake Matthews for Paris Johnson Jr. Matthews, he's 33, cap hit 21 M's. Johnson, he's 24, only 7 million. And hopefully he can progress to be a good left tackle for Michael Penix. Next we traded Gary, whatever, Jarrett. He had a 20 million cap hit, he's 32. We just traded him for some 6th-round picks and a 4th next year. He's obviously not on the team anymore in real life. These are not updated rosters, just to let you know. Only free agents we're going to sign is Chase Young and Chuck Clark. We lost Justin Simmons, and we obviously just traded away Grady Jarrett. Yeah, so. At the midseason mark, we are 3-4, and we're probably near the top of our division. Yeah, we're second in our division, only one game behind the Bucks. Let's send them to the playoffs. Hopefully, we can make it there in our first season of the rebuild. Well, we went 8-9, just as we did last season in real life. Am I really shocked? No, not completely shocked, to be honest, because the Falcons are a mid-NFL franchise. Anyway, let's see who we have to re-sign. Before we go into the offseason, Michael Penix Jr., oh my gosh. Only 18 touchdowns and 2,000 yards? Kirk Cousins had to have played at some point in the season. Yeah, he only played 9 games. It's just Kirk Cousins retired, so. Robinson, 1,200 yards. Really good. Ray McCloud was our leading receiver at a 78 overall. Okay, Ray. Go ball out, brother. Kyle Pitts finally broke out. Drake London. Kind of crazy. Defensively, Arnold Ebiketie, 5 sacks. Chase Young, 4.5. And 10 people with some more. Picks leader, Caden Ellis. Jesse Bates, Chuck Clark, really good signing. And AJ Terrell, and these two with 1 pick. Alright. Well, we now have $98 million in cap because Kirk Cousins retired. So let's go see what we got to bring back to the team, and then on to free agency we go. Legit, nobody but Kyle Pitts wanted to re-sign. So we lost like Arnold Ebiketie, Caden Ellis, Ray McCloud, ton of people. So on to the free agency we go. Massive free agent signings. Carlton Davis, signed him to a 1-year deal. Greg Newsome, 4-year deal. Mario Davis. We needed some linebackers. Andrew Van Ginkel. Nakobe Dean we brought in. DJ Reader, Matt Ariza, and Isaiah Simmons. Sweet. Last guy we signed, Khalil Mack. Sweet. On to the next season we go. Also signed Malik Willis as insurance to Michael Penix. At the midseason we are 4-3. Let's see who is commanding this team. Oh, look at Michael Penix's numbers. Malik Willis has him Thursday. Actually threw a touchdown. Alright. Penix, though, 13 touchdowns, 5 picks. You have Bijan Robinson, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. Penix, 4 touchdowns already. Isaiah Bond taking over the receiver room. Yes, we got Isaiah Bond. Andrew Van Ginkel, seven sacks already at the midseason is crazy. Nakobe Dean, our new middle linebacker, 2 interceptions. Let's see if we make the playoffs in our second year of the rebuild. I do not know what happened to this team. We finished the season 7-10. There had to have been an injury or something. No, we just suck. All right. Michael Penix, 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, 17 picks. Not ideal. Malik Willis got in the game a ton. 20 attempts, 2 touchdowns. Crazy. Bijan Robinson, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Phoenix with 5. Receiving wise, 2 1,000-yard receivers, almost 3. Bond with 1,000. Drake London with 1,000. Look at our touchdown total. Kyle Pitts with 10 touchdowns. Bond with 12. Looking at our defense here, defensively, Andrew Van Ginkel finished with 10.5 picks, and Nakobe Dean with 3. Isaiah Simmons with 2. And he's not even a starter. Pretty sweet. But we did not make the playoffs, so on to the offseason we go. $144 million to spend, and we have some big names to sign. So see if we can get some of these guys back on the roster. Well, breaking news, Drake London is not coming back to the team. Here's all our signings. Swift, Cup, Will Riker, Darnell Washington, Amari Cooper, Grady Jarrett, and Chauncey Golson. We just signed Cup and Amari Cooper because we needed some depth. Unks, welcome to the squad. I'm going to take this Dalen Everett guy from the Chicago Bears for a 4th, 6'6". And we're going to go get Jahan Dotson for a 3rd, 5, and 2 7ths. Time to send him to the midseason, brother. We are 4-3 once more. That Cowboys game went crazy. On top of our division, we're going to have to make a huge second season push. Michael, almost 1,700 yards, 17 touchdowns, and only 4 picks. Robinson, 400 yards. Cup with 400 yards and Bond. Really good receiver signings. Defensively, 3.5 sacks for Chauncey Golson, Chase Young 3. Two INTs for PJ Deepoffy, I don't know. Carlton Davis and a couple more. And we're going to send them to the playoffs. We have made it to the playoffs. We went 11-6, and we are hosting the Dallas Cowboys. We saw how it went earlier in the year. Michael, 4,100 yards, 37 touchdowns to 15 interceptions. Bijan Robinson got hurt 10 games in. Hopefully he's not still hurt for the playoffs, and he has quad tear. That's terrible. All right, buddy. DeAndre Swift filled that role pretty nicely, though. Cooper Kupp and Isaiah Bond with 1,000 yards. Amari Cooper with 800. Bond led the team with 13 touchdowns, and Cooper had 10. Really sweet. Defensively, sack leader Chauncey Golson. Really good free agent signing there. 6.5 from Chase Young. Van Ginkel with 5. And look at these INTs. Oh my. Dean with 5. Newsom with 5. Depoffy with 4. Carlton with 3. And a couple people with some more. But on the face of Dallas in the wild card round. In Atlanta, Dak Prescott versus Michael Penix. Coming up next. 1st and 10 here at the 12 in the ending of the first quarter. Can Michael Penix score a touchdown for his team? I see looking to throw. Screen pass to, I think, Isaiah Bond. And that'll pick up 7. 2nd and 3 at the 4. Penix looking to throw. Man wide open, and he cannot get Bond there. 3rd and 3. Needs a first down here. Will he get it? Why need a first down when you can get a touchdown, but there is a flag? Who is that? Amari Cooper? And I think it will be pass interference. And we will decline it, and that is a touchdown. Penix to Amari Cooper. First 6. 1st and 10 here at the 27, 16 seconds left to go in the half. Down 7 to Dallas. Looking to throw, throws it away. 12 seconds left. Still a potential touchdown play here. If not, just kick a field goal. And I think that's what we're going to do. Well, heartbreak in Atlanta. We lost 28-22 to the Dallas Cowboys in the wild card round. Here's my starting lineup: Joe Tooney, Trey Harris, Milton Williams. I meant free agent signings, not lineup. Beanie Bishop, Quincy Williams, Malcolm Rodriguez, Kenny Clark, and Malik Mustafa. On to the next season we go. We'll see you at the midseason. I have traded Michael Penix Jr. to the LA Rams for Bobby Wayne, something like that. Brett Wayne. Brett Wayne, welcome to the team. You are our new quarterback. We only got 2 seasons left in the rebuild because I only like going to 5 seasons in. So hopefully Brett can be the one to lead us to a Super Bowl. Because I don't like Michael Penix, to be honest. He was, 28? And I had to pay him big money in the offseason, which I'm not ready to do for a pretty mid quarterback. Anyway, on to the next season. Look at this guy, Jeremiah Saxton. It's a big moment. Well, no duh, buddy. Of course it's a big moment. Anyway, to the midseason we go. We are 6-1 at the midseason. Huge turnaround from last year. Brett Wayne is on a tear right now. Almost 2,000 yards and almost 20 touchdowns. Leads the league in touchdowns and is second in yards. B.J. Robinson is first in rushing yards and probably first in rushing touchdowns, to be quite frank. Jonathan Cabrera, I don't know who this guy is, but he's popping off. And Trey Harris, this guy is going crazy. And I guess other people are going pretty stupid too. Isaiah Bond, he's playing alright, I guess. He's been injured, so. Barely any sacks being allowed. Paris Johnson, you are a fraud, my brother. Anyway, sacks. Milton Williams with 3. A couple people with 2 and a couple people with 1. Need to get those numbers up. PJ DePaffy, 2 interceptions. Greg Newsome with 1. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to send to the playoffs. It's likely we're going to win our division. Hopefully we do not collapse. And what we did not do is disappoint, brother. We went 15-2 on a crazy tear. Accidentally sent to the divisional. Does not matter. We're facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first round. Let's go check out some of our stats, though. Maybe the best trade of all time, Brett Wayne, number 2 in yards, number 1 in touchdowns, and only 10 interceptions. B. John, 1,500 yards. He was number 1 in the league. 20 touchdowns. Probably number 1 for touchdowns as well. Trey Harris with 1,000 yards. Jonathan Cabrera with 20 yards. And despite only playing 12 games, Isaiah Bond almost had 1,000 as well. Almost had 3 people with 1,000 yards. Let's see how many sacks. Okay, they gave up a ton of sacks. Not too many, though. Defensively on the side of the ball, Milton Williams, 7.5. Chase Young, 5. Elijah Alston with 5. And a couple people with some more. Nakobe Dean with 4 interceptions. Greg Newsome with 3. Beanie Bishop with 3. PJ with 3. And a couple people with 1. But let's go into this game against Tampa Bay. In the divisional round, Saxton versus Brett. In the divisional round, winner goes to the NFC Championship. Tampa Bay at Atlanta coming up next. Brett Wayne already storming down the field early into this matchup. 1st and 10 at the 16. Brett Wayne drops that back to pass. Bijan Robinson gets hit over the middle for 6. And Isaiah Bond seems to be hurting. Hopefully that's not too serious. Maybe some muscle cramps. Hopefully he can come back ASAP. 2nd and 4 at the 9, though. Brett looking to pass. Brett passes it down the middle. 1st and goal at the 1. Kind of reminds me of Drew Brees, but in a Falcons jersey. Weird to say. 1st and goal at the 1. Motioning, I think that's Darnell Washington. And Almost a touchdown if he would have caught that, but well defended. And whoa, a little scuffle going on. Oh, dropping back to pass. Wayne blasted. 3rd and goal at the 8. If you watch that Pacers game 6, James Johnson got into the game for two minutes and instantly got ejected. Wonder what happened. I wasn't watching. But anyway, Brett Wayne over the middle to... I didn't see who that was. It looked like Kyle Pitts. Might have been Kyle Pitts. But we'll kick our field goal probably. 1st and 10 the 19. 3-0 ball game going into the second quarter. Wayne dropped over the middle, pass over the middle to Kyle Pitts. 2nd and 5 at the 15. Wayne over the middle again, back to Kyle Pitts. 3rd and 2. Brett Wayne looking for the end zone, throws it to the back of the end zone, and that is caught for a touchdown. Trey Harris. Or is that Jonathan? Yeah, Jonathan Cabrera with the touchdown in the back of the end zone. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. Was he in? Oh, yes, he was. Well, Brett Wayne decided to throw a 30-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Bond, so let's go with it. Our defense is holding up really well against Tampa Bay. I mean, obviously, we're up 20-3. I'll see y'all near the end of the game. And we will kneel the ball out, and we will win this game 20-10. Your Atlanta Falcons are going to the NFC Championship, beating Tampa Bay 20-10. 2 bird teams facing it off in the NFC Championship as Philadelphia travels to Atlanta for a chance at the Super Bowl. Up next, Jalen Hurts versus Brett Wayne in the NFC Championship. Super Bowl on the line. Who will come out on top? Find out next. Brett Wayne just threw a 45-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Bond. I was trying to hop in, but it happened a little too quickly. Tied ball game here. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 in the 19. Brett Wayne looking to pass. Passes a deep shot, dropped. Cooper DeJean lockdown defense. He is not a safety. 3rd and 5 here. Needed to pick up this first down to keep the drive alive. If not, they'll probably just kick their field goal. Brett Wayne looking to throw. Throws it to Kyle Pitts, and that is caught for the first down. 1st and 10 at the 11. Brett Wayne throwing over the middle. 2nd and 1 at the 2. Good throw there by Brett Wayne. And another good one for a touchdown. Isaiah Bond, 2nd touchdown of the day for that connection. Brett Wayne to Isaiah Bond. And they go up 14-7. 1st and 10 at the 22. Tied ball game going almost into the 4th quarter. Brett Wayne looking to throw. Throws it over the middle. And that will be a pickup of about, I don't know. Trey Harris, though. That was a pickup of 13 yards. 1st and goal at the 8. Brett Wayne, shovel pass to Bijan Robinson. And he goes down at the 4. 2nd and goal. Clock winding down in this 3rd quarter. They might just let it run out. No, they will not. Brett Wayne drops back to pass. Throws a beautiful pass for a touchdown to end off the 3rd quarter. No! They're saying that was not caught. Wow. Alright. Well, 3rd and goal at the 4. And Jalen Carter comes in, or Jordan Davis, my bad, comes in for the sack. 4th and goal. Drop there. And the Eagles are up 21-17. 2 minutes left in this game. Can Brett Wayne take his team down the field and win this game to go to the Super Bowl? Let's see. That is a first down for Trey Harris. And that will be the 2-minute warning. Empty backfield, 5 wide, 1:58 left to go. 1st and 10 at the 42. Down 4. Throws it over to the middle to Isaiah Bond. Almost gets the first down. 2nd and inches. And they got to run some hurry-up football here. Clock slowly draining down. 32 yards left to go. Tossing the ball. Isaiah Bond once more, and they'll call timeout. 1st and 10 at the 22. And Harris is hurt, and it seems like he'll be out for the rest of the game. 1st and 10 at the 22. Hands it off to Bijan Robinson. Weird play call from Raheem Morris. We do not have the time for that. Wayne, touchdown pass to Isaiah Bond. 3rd one of the day. Is that Mike White on the field? Nah, I'm just kidding. It looks like Wayne's jersey said White. But Isaiah Bond catches a potentially game-winning touchdown. Takes Atlanta ahead 24-21. Well, assuming we make this extra point right here. In which we do. 3-point ball game, 58 seconds left to go, or something like that. I guess I'm forced to watch it. Falcons defense need to come up clutch here. Jalen Hurts looking to pass, gets sacked. I think that was Chase Young on the sack there. 2nd and 21 at the 14. Oh yeah, he feels that pressure, sacked once again. 3rd and 24 at the 11. 46 seconds left, and it's not looking good for Philly. Oh my, and that O-line's giving up. Beautiful pass. I don't know how the pass rush did not hit Jalen Hurts there. And they're getting close to Jake Elliott's range. At the 47 now. 38 seconds left to go. 1 timeout left. Hurts looking to throw. Throws a quick one to Dallas Goedert, I'm pretty sure. And that timeout will be taken. 2nd and 3, 45 yards. And 33 seconds left. They cannot afford to sack here. Almost picked off. And targeted for Isaiah Stewart. I'm tripping. Somebody Stewart. Hurts finds Smith for a touchdown. And that is blown coverage right there. Nobody was guarding Devonta Smith. Will Wayne, with 20 seconds left, 2 timeouts, 1st and 10 at the 20. Not an ideal situation for Wayne, but can he come up when the pressure is high? Isaiah Bond has 3 touchdowns on the day. Can we potentially get number 4? Let's see. Upcoming next. Empty backfield here. 2 timeouts left. 20 seconds left to go. Brett Wayne throws a pick. And that will be going for 6. And the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. They are your NFC champs. And I am forced to watch this. I cannot leave the game. Or I cannot sim it. Daniel Thomas with a pick 6 to end our season. 1 more season left to go. Screw it, we have 1 second left. Let's see what Brett Wayne can do. Almost picked off again. 35-24 is your final score. And Philly's going to the Super Bowl. For the last season of our rebuild, I went out to get a 99 receiver for Brett Wayne. Jamar Chase. Only costed a couple first-round picks. Saving to the next season, I didn't really sign anybody in free agency. I just re-signed Chris Lindstrom because he wanted to leave. We are 5-2 at the mid-season mark. facing off the 6-1 Miami Dolphins. 2024 yards and 17 touchdowns. Number 1 in yards, number 2 in touchdowns. Only 3 picks. Bijan Robinson has almost 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. Receiving wise, Jamar Chase, big help. Isaiah Bond with 8 touchdowns already, though. On the defensive side of the ball, not really creating pressure. We have 5 combined sacks as a team. Interception wise, though, that's where we got it. We have 12, something like that. Anyway, saving to the playoffs. Let's see what happens next. Brett Wayne, 2nd in yards, 1st in touchdowns with 48, 7 interceptions. Bijan Robinson, 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns. Receiving wise, 1,500 yards and 18 touchdowns for Jamar Chase, 1,200 yards and 17 touchdowns for Isaiah Bond. Crazy numbers by the duo there. Defensively, let's see how we did. Chase Young, 7 sacks. Sonny Styles, 5 sacks. That's who we signed in free agency. 6 picks by Kobe Dean. 4 by Mustafa. Alexander Macklin with 4. And a couple people with some more. And we have went. Where is the team? We went 15-2, brother. Let's see who we're going to face off in the divisional round. We are facing the Detroit Lions in the divisional round. Here in the divisional round, I think the back of his jersey said Benedict versus Brett Wayne in Atlanta. Detroit comes to Atlanta in the divisional round. Let's see who will come out on top to go to the NFC Championship. AJ Terrell with a big interception there, and we're up 6-0. Kobe Dean with an interception. 1st and 10 at the 10. Brett Wayne. Let's see what he can do. Brett Wayne looking to throw. Beautiful pass and not caught. 2nd and 10 here. Caught by Isaiah Bond for the touchdown. And we are up 13-0. Entering the second half, we are up 13-3. That is 3 interceptions by their quarterback, Benedict. Brian Branch with a pick. They said it was an interception, but somehow they had the ball at the goal line? I don't know what happened there. Alright. I might be stupid. I forgot. Brian Branch does not play for the Atlanta Falcons. He plays for the Detroit Lions. 1st and 10 at the 10 once again. 13-10. That's bars. I might be MF Doom. Hutchinson sack brings my face with all gloom. I don't know. 2nd and 20 at the 21. Bijan Robinson gets the ball. And he picks up a major chunk of them yards back. 3rd and 11. And then in the 4th quarter, up 13-10. 3rd and 11 at the 11. Blasted it over the middle. 4th and 9 at the 9. And we're probably going to just kick our field goal. Bijan Robinson, 70-yard rushing touchdown. Puts us up 24-17. 2-point conversion good. Oh my. And the Atlanta Falcons are going back to the NFC Championship. 31-24 is your final score as Atlanta advances in the playoffs. In the NFC Championship, J.J. McCarthy on the trip to visit Brett Wayne. And winner goes on a trip to the Super Bowl. Minnesota at Atlanta coming your way up next. P.J. DeFoy with an interception early in this ball game. And Bijan Robinson with a 46-yard rushing touchdown. 1st and 10 of the 14, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Brett Wayne hands it off to Bijan Robinson. And he gets 3. 2nd and 7 at the 11. Brett Wayne looking to pass. Isaiah Bond. Not quite in for the end zone or for the touchdown. 1st and goal at the 1. Hand off to Bijan Robinson. Oh no, fake. They should have just handed it off up the middle. 11-yard sack or loss. Second and goal at the 12. They had a big open hole, but it's okay. We ball. Jamar Chase gains a ton of that yardage back. Third and goal at the 4. Third and goal at the 4. And he hits Jamar Chase over the middle for the touchdown. Adds 6 to the board. Entering halftime, it is 21-0, and we get ball. And Atlanta is going to the Super Bowl. 21-10 is your final score here in Atlanta. And Atlanta will be advancing to the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl, Atlanta will be taking on, drum roll please, we will be taking on the, where's it at? Denver Broncos against Dak Prescott. Brett Wayne versus Dak Prescott in the Super Bowl. Legacies can be, I don't know, boosted up today. Dak Prescott's probably like 35. This is 2028. And he's 32 in real life, so yeah, he's like 36. He is somehow an 84 overall. I don't know how. 7-7 ball game here in the second quarter. Trey Harris just caught a touchdown for 42 yards. Tied ball game here going into the second half. 14-14. Almost under a minute left here. Touchdown game. Looking to throw, and he misses him completely there. Wow. 24-17. 109 left. Second and 10 at the 37. Brett looking to pass. Throws a dot there for a first down. 104 left now. 26 yards left to go. And he has to throw that away. I don't know what they were thinking. Second and 10. 101 left in the ball game. 26 yards. Brett Wayne looks to throw another screen pass to Bijan, and that works. Third and 1. He fights for the extra yardage at the 17. Brett Wayne throws a dot there, and I think that is Kyle Pitts, and it is first and goal at the 9. One more timeout left to go, and clock is slowly chilling. 9 yards left. 25 seconds left in the ball game. Brett Wayne dropping back, throws a pass, and that is a dot to the end zone. What a pass by Brett Wayne, and Trey Harris with the touchdown in the Super Bowl. We have unfortunately lost in the Super Bowl 30-24. The game went to OT. We just punted the ball right to him, and we have lost the game. Unfortunately, we did not win a Super Bowl. We have made it to a Super Bowl, though, so I consider that a success. Dak Prescott gets him a ring. Surprising, to be honest. And that is the video, guys. If y'all enjoyed it, let me know down below any more video rebuild so I should do. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hello.